Hey everyone, Richard Watto here on a beautiful summer day, and I've got the keys to a 1976 BMW 2002. The 2002 is a really interesting vehicle for a variety of reasons. It's got a cult following, some rich history, and it's just really cool and fun to drive. It's known for being one of the more accessible vintage vehicles available to car enthusiasts, partly because of its relatively low price. Another reason is because a lot of its parts are interchangeable with other BMWs, which makes it really fun to modify. This particular model has been upgraded with 14-inch BBS wheels. It's got European bumpers, front and rear, as opposed to the ugly plastic ones that came with the American version. It's got a 4-speed manual transmission mated to a 130 horsepower TII motor. Now the interior of this 2002 is actually quite comfortable. These seats were taken from an E21 BMW, and they're Recaro, so they're very supportive and they're bolstered. You have roll up and roll down windows, and you have these little wind flaps that you can adjust in order to angle the vented front window just so you can get a little bit of extra air, and apparently it works very well. There is a knob here that allows you to turn the fan on, and it goes from warm to cold. And let me tell you, when you put it into the cold position, absolutely nothing happens because the car does not have air conditioning and it doesn't have power steering, which is par for the course for 1976. But the interior, I must say, has aged very well. Everything is very simple and very pretty looking. I like this 4-spoke Alpina steering wheel, for example. It's very nice to grip and actually to look at. This car does weigh 2,200 pounds, which is about 1,000 pounds less than a modern vehicle, but I think that weight discrepancy, a lot of it comes from not having these safety features that a modern vehicle has. The 2002 doesn't have airbags or crumple zones or anything of that nature, but it is very comfortable to sit in here, and I'm excited to take it for a drive. Driving with all my windows down, all these vents open, and yet there isn't a lot of wind noise. I wonder if it has to do with this very tall, massive windscreen just blocking everything away, or maybe it's the aerodynamics of the car. But this is a really unique experience. It's really fun. Oh, and the brakes, it's as if there are no brakes. It does have disc brakes in the front and drums in the rear. When you hit those brakes, just expect nothing to happen. It's a little bit scary if you're used to a modern vehicle, but that's definitely something that's going to take a little bit of getting used to. And one thing I really like about driving an older vehicle is that when you go 50 miles an hour, it feels like you're going 50 miles an hour. And that's especially true in one of these. You can definitely feel the road, hear all those vibrations. You know, in the 1960s, BMW was having trouble breaking into the US market, and the 2002 was the car that they used to make their name in the US. So this may not just be a vehicle that embodies a lot of what BMW stands for, the sportiness, the noise, the performance. This vehicle may have actually saved BMW. And that is a very special thing. It also has a somewhat functional rear seat, which is not terribly comfortable, but it's also not terribly uncomfortable. Oh, it's terribly uncomfortable. That was a lie.
Yeah, especially when it's 95 degrees outside.
Oh yeah, when it is 95, there is just something about it
yeah,
I don't like.